Good day, Brittle Planet listeners. This is Eric Von Peterson, quarantining from Salt Lake City today. And today I have the honor of being joined by the Viking from the band Warkings. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you? How's things going in Salt Lake City?
They are going good. We just can't figure out what we want to do with quarantining. And so we are like kind of in a state of always trying to figure life out here.
I think that's like everywhere right now.
Yes, it is. It is. So I wanted to ask where you were quarantining from today.
No, as you know, I'm calling from Valhalla. There's no, you cannot quarantine dead people, so.
That's true. So that being said, you're immune to the virus.
Yes, we're immune, but that doesn't matter because we still can't play live because it's, all our warriors and shield maidens out there, they're not immune, so
yes,
we have to wait till this is over.
Yes. So that being said, what are you doing to keep yourself busy?
Hanging around, drinking mead.
Nice.
And we started to write some new music because there's nothing else to do, and it's better than getting bored and starting fights.
Yes,
this happens if you have all those warriors around you. But yeah, this is what we do all day, and just wait that things get better and we can go back on stage again.
Nice. And just so you know that I have a connection with Odin just like you do.
Okay.
I was fighting a serious illness, cancer, about 5 years ago. And in the heat of my battle, I was lying in bed, and Odin came to me, and he told me my journey would soon be, I would soon have a new journey in life. And that journey would be to bring the music of the gods to the people. And
that's great.
So he proclaimed me the scribe for Odin. So that's why I'm here today, because I am going to bring the music of the Vikings and the Warkings to everybody.
To everybody, that's great. So you won the battle?
I did. I won the battle, and so
that's
I've started my new battle, which is to bring the music to the masses and conquer all with heavy metal.
Yeah, that's it. That's great. That's great. That's nothing better to do like that.
Yes. So tell me a little bit about your history. I know you were killed on the battlefield, but were you fighting, and how exactly did you die?
I think it was an axe or a sword. I don't know. It was in the middle of a big melee, like hand-to-hand combat. It was raining. It was dirty. There was mud all around, and then somebody hit me from behind, and so I died, and I went to Valhalla. That's all I can remember because if you've ever been a hand-to-hand combat, that's a big mess.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So you guys have your second album coming out, Revenge, and it should be coming out soon, tomorrow, but in a few hours in Europe.
Yeah.
How excited are you for that album to come out versus when your debut album came out a few years ago?
We're very excited, very excited. Like the debut, it was just like we want to put out the music and the songs, and we want to, spread the word, and we didn't know what to expect, and it went very well. And now we're like, we put a lot of energy into the new songs, and we wanted to capture that feeling from all the great shows we played, last year, and we're very pumped and excited, and tomorrow is the day, and hopefully a lot of people will like it.
So we had a chance to review the album. I love the album. One of my favorite songs, of course, is Odin's Sons, and
that's my favorite too.
Do you feel like the Viking people, that we as Viking people were represented properly on this album?
Yeah, because it's for Warkings, and everybody wants to have his story and his cut, but I try to put as much message from the Vikings into the record, and especially we have this song Odin's Sons, which is about the Vikings and the way of the Vikings and how we lived, and it's an honor. It's like we wrote this song as an anthem, to all the people from the north, And yeah, I think it represents the Vikings very good. But you know, it's still we have a Tribune, a Roman one, and a Spartan, and so everybody wants his cut on stories. You know, his part, his piece of the cake. So yeah,
If you had to choose another song off of the album that was your one of your favorites, what would it be?
it's Mirror Mirror. You
Mirror,
know,
mirror.
Mirror Mirror is this song about, you know, that's like about your last stand. You know, the last fight. You know, if you're like, it doesn't matter. You're a Viking. You're a, you know, from the Roman legion somewhere. But you know, this today is going to be your last fight. You have to give everything. You have to protect your loved ones or you know your home or whatever. And that's what this song represents. You know, and also like to never ever surrender. You know, like never give up. Because you never know. Because
Exactly.
you know you may think it's your last stand, but you know it's better to fight and die than to not fight and then you have already chosen to die. So you know, so that song has a really strong message.
And then another song that I really enjoy on the album was Banners High, and that could be considered a ballad kind of a song, but it's not more power ballady.
Yeah, it's like, you know, that was like we played all these great festivals in Europe last summer, like Wacken Festival, which is like one of the biggest in the world, and then we played Tuska Festival in Finland, and we played a great festival in Austria, and everywhere. And you know, the response of the fans, of our warriors and our shield maidens, that was so great, and we wanted to create like an anthem, a song for them. And so we wrote this Banners High, like, you know, like let's put the banners high together, you know, like march together, and yeah, that's it. And yeah, you can call it a ballad, but never tell that to the Crusader because he hates ballads.
Oh, does he hate ballads?
Yeah, he thinks it's just like a slow anthem. He say that's not a ballad.
Ah, okay. I will remember that. If I ever talk to him, not to call it a ballad.
Yeah.
Would he suffice with a power ballad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you put power in front of it.
Yes, yes. So another song that was released that's a great song is Maximus. It's another great tribute. How do you feel about that song as a representation of your colleagues?
Yeah, it's great. You know, it's about the you know the Roman gladiators, and because they had to fight for entertainment, you know, to entertain the masses,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, like the Roman emperor and that. And it's a song about honor and in pride, and you know, like you know, stand up for yourself, and to make everything right, even if you have to fight for just for entertainment, which is pretty fucked up, but that was the times there. And I think it represents like those gladiators, the Roman gladiators, very well. Yeah.
So I can't really we can't really judge on your because you guys have your current tour got canceled, but well, based on the reception from your last tour, how's the reception been to you guys overall?
Oh, very, very good. You know, like we didn't know what to expect. You know, we didn't know what the how the people like the music and the songs, and how they like how they like the message. You know, we provide, and it was so great. From the first concert we played, the first concert we ever played was in 2018. It was in Vienna, and then we just after that we just went straight on tour with a Swedish band called Amaranth, and also there, because this is not the kind of music we play. It's like more modern what they do. So we didn't know if the people like us, but they were singing our songs from day one. They know the songs, and then we of nearly 10,000 people on one of the bigger stages, and it was just great. So we are like really overwhelmed and honored that so many people all around the world like the music.
Well, I'm one of those people that like the music because I think it represents it represents the Vikings well, and it gives hope to the world, because I think what this world needs more than ever right now is metal.
Yeah, of course. There's so much bullshit going on, and then we have this pandemic. Like the people are scared, and you don't know what to do, and nobody knows where this is going to go. Like, and then all the governments everywhere, different laws, and so yeah, it's just like spread the word of music, and that's music is the best weapon to fight with.
It is. It is. And so, based on watching you play bass and who's some of the people you look to from the mortal world as your as who you when you play bass? Who do you who do you look
Yeah,
to?
there's there's one there's just one guy, and if it comes to heavy metal bass players, probably everybody knows him, and that's Steve Harris from Iron Maiden. Because he's just such an outstanding person, and such an outstanding songwriter, and I love all the stuff they do, and I love Iron Maiden, and I love the way he plays bass. So if I have to choose one person, then it's Steve Harris.
Nice. And do you have a favorite band that you listen to when you're in Valhalla cheering?
Oh yeah, that's it. So like because it's for people with everybody has a different taste, so it differs. It's classical stuff like Iron Maiden, like Judas Priest, that stuff. So then it's also a little bit of Sabaton here and there, and then the Crusader, our guitar player, he's totally into those Pantera boys and all that stuff. So yeah, it's kind of mixture.
So that's why the Crusader does not like ballads then.
Yeah, probably that's why.
Because
Yeah.
he's into Pantera and they really don't do ballads.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So when you guys are all hanging out together, is there ever any does anything ever come to a little bit more than strong words? Do you ever like draw swords on
Yes.
each other?
Yeah, we did that in the beginning, and then we realized we're already dead, so you can't kill each other again. So yeah, but it happens from time to time. We have a lot of art. It's four big egos. Everybody wants especially when it comes to songwriting, and it's just like, I want this story and I want this story. So there's often a lot of arguments, but like we argue in a nice way, and fist fights are the nicest way to argue.
Yes, yes. So
And alcohol, then we drink. And
yes.
then we're all drunk, and then we can't remember why we like argued the day before.
So when you guys are in your spot, do you have representation from their gods, or do you just have representation from your god?
We realized that it's in the end it's the same. It's
Yes.
just different names.
Yep.
Like the Crusader says it's God. For me it's Odin. Like for like I say Valhalla, the Spartan says it's the Olymp. It's in the end we're all dead, and it's all the same. It's just the name you give it is different.
So
that's why it's so that's why it is so stupid, I think, to fight over religious beliefs.
Yes.
Because it's in the end it's all the same.
Yes. So when you guys are hanging out, have you met anybody else that's passed over into the other world? Like, have you seen Jim Morrison or Elvis Presley or any of those guys?
I think Elvis is still alive, isn't he?
Aha! So you haven't seen him then?
No, I haven't seen Elvis any. Our guitar player's hanging out with Dimebag all the time, and Dimebag is showing him some tricks, and we had a drink or two with Ronnie James Dio. He's a great guy, and it's just great, like from time to time. I mean, Valhalla, the heavens, the afterlife, that's a big place, so you don't meet these people often, but I can tell you, I've never seen Elvis, so he might be down there.
He might be. He just might be. And I'm thinking that maybe after we're done with this interview and it's just you and I private, I want you to find out who killed JFK for me.
I can try. I can try to find out, and then I will send you a message. If I ever met the guy here who did it, I will let you know.
Okay. So the person who reviewed the album for us for our magazine, he wanted me to ask you a question. He wanted to ask if you would ever do a song about the Mel Gibson movie Patriot, where the guy hacks off the British redcoats with a tomahawk.
We met a lot of people who fought in that war, and they all told us their stories. And on this album right now, we met this great guy, William Wallace, up in Valhalla, and he told us his story about fighting the British Empire,
Mm-hmm.
like with the Scottish Highlanders. So we made this song, Freedom. That's the opener from the album. So we made this song, and yeah, let's maybe we can do something about the about this war, and yeah, it's open to that, yeah. But I think there's some good stories, There's some good stories. There are some great battles, and yeah, that
So,
could be.
so from our Viking history, what is one of your favorite war stories?
Yeah, that's when we first hit, like what you today call, the British Islands. When we made this raid on this monastery, Lindisfarne. That was just great. That was just epic.
And I've heard you would know this better than I would, but I've heard that when the Vikings conquered countries, a lot of times they would bring mead to those people, and they would
Yes.
get them drunk and get them so drunk, and then in the middle of the night when they were still drunk and passed out is when they would conquer them. Is that true?
Yeah, we did that sometime, like we did that sometimes. Well, but sometimes we try to, the thing is, like the people thought we were better than we are, but that that was a trick we did one or two times, like
Yeah.
make the people drunk and give them mead, because not a lot of people know the honey wine, like you can also call it, and then yeah, and then we came in with the rest of the army.
Nice. And then, so being that you are the Viking, you to me would be probably the eldest of the group, correct?
No, I think it's, yeah. We always, this is something we argue about. Yeah, maybe the Spartan always says that like he is like one of the the eldest in the group. But for me, it's me. Yeah, but don't ask me. I don't know. It's a long time ago, so it's a
Yeah,
couple
yeah.
of years.
I mean, after a couple hundred years, you just stop counting, right?
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
care, and time doesn't matter in Valhalla. So
exactly. So my last question for you is because of the state of the world today, can you give me a song by Warkings that would best describe the state of the world today?
a song, the state of the world today. Well, that's a good question. Let me think. Hmm. I mean, there's a lot of chaos going around, and there's a lot of like unnecessary stuff happening. Like I said before, I think people fighting about religious beliefs. So this is something I think is totally unnecessary. And yeah, but if you look around in the world and all the chaos, I think from the first record, "Give 'Em War," that is that is one of the songs that
Yes,
that would say,
definitely. And
yeah.
then for me, that song, and then I go back to Banners High as a song to help unite us.
Yeah, that's the uplifting one. This is like, okay, fuck all the bullshit. Let's just join, get together, and raise the flag of metal music and march together, and that's the best thing.
Yes. Well, I appreciate your time, Viking. It's been amazing. And do you guys have any plans to bring this show to conquer the United States at all?
Yeah, actually, we had plans to come over and to play a couple of concerts, and then the shit happened that happened, and we wanted to come over again, but right now, you just it's just like vague plans. You don't know exactly. So all the festivals we had this year, they were moved to next year, and
Yeah.
so we're playing a lot of summer festivals in Europe next year. But we have a management and a booking agency, like they do us because they talk to the mortal people, and they told us that I think there is this festival in Atlanta. We were talking about maybe playing. I don't know the name right now,
Prague
and
Power.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
and yeah, let's see. Right now you can only make plans and hope that that this is going well.
But when the world is back to somewhat normal, your plans are to come over here and kick some ass.
Of course. We have a lot of fans. We get a lot of messages, from the States, and I think a lot of people love what we do, and that's what we want to do. We want to come over and have a great time with you all.
Good. I love that. Well, Viking, it's been amazing to talk to you, and everybody go pick up the new album and support the Warkings because they're here for you and I, and we love you guys.
Thank you. We love you all. Thank you.